Hey, what's good? Thanks so much for tuning in. We're going to solve, one of Hack Reactor's online software engineering immersive bootcamp prep exercises from Module 1. This go round, let's try number 28, cube. Select that. Upon opening, don't forget to fork the exercise. Let's see what we got going here. It says, write a function called cube. Given a number of cube, returns the cube of that number. So most of us know what the definition of cube is, but just for the sake of, being thorough. So if we cube a number, this is the result of using a whole number and a multiplication 3 times. So whatever number that we pass through here, in this case we have the number 3 that we're going to use, and we're going to pass it through 3 times. So let me write that function, see what it looks like. We're going to return, because it says 3 times, right? So num times num times num. And we need to output, we need to write a variable so that when we pass the number and we multiply it by itself 3 times, we can see the result. So we're through there, and we console.log that variable output. And so we know that 3 times 3 is 9 and 9 times 3 is 27. So this is what we should see in our console, right? Oh man, what did I do wrong? Error. Okay, there's a multiplication symbol there. Let's run this again. My fault. Okay, boom. So we have everything. Well, we don't see the result out in the console. Why? Oh, because I put output there instead of cube. Making all kinds of mistakes. Let's run this again. So cool, we solved it. Sort of. Well, we did, but there's a better way to solve this. So again, we have a function, and the name of the function is cube. It has a parameter that named num. It takes an argument of a number, and it multiplies it by itself 3 times, which we did. And we can see here that it worked, correct? But JavaScript has a built-in function that could help us out a little bit more. So let's talk about that. That function is called Math.pow. The Math.pow function returns the base to the exponent power. So basically, we're going to say, hey, our base is the num and the exponent power is 3. Let's go back. See what we got going on here. Let's get rid of this. So, again, the Math.pow function returns the base to the exponent power. The base in this case is num. The exponent is 3. And 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. So we could write this. We could say return math.pow. And the first parameter is the base, which is num in this case. And then we want to raise whatever number we pass through the function to the power of 3. And let's see if this solves this. And there we go, it works. So thank you for tuning in. I'll have a link for the code below in the description section with through my code pen or my GitHub, and a description of just how I solve this problem, and a link to the definition of cube, and as well as with MD and web docs, the Math.pow function, so you can learn a little bit more about it. And thank